Hello everyone, welcome back to Exapunks. So, we are heading into King's Ransom Online to reset ownership information of virtual real estate. Let's see the intro. Did you know people pay real money for items in online games? Yeah? It's apparently a booming business. Some players even make their living from games this way. Normally it takes a lot of skill and perseverance, but if someone were able to change the ownership of these digital objects, theoretically that person could become very wealthy overnight. I'm not suggesting you do that, of course, but I'm suggesting you try. Okay. Reset the ownership of all castles and sub-buildings to P000000 in file 300, the player ID for unowned buildings. To ensure that there are no witnesses, you must first disconnect all connected players. Terminate every EXA in every host before changing any castle or sub-building files anywhere in the network. If you leave an EXA alive in one host while changing a file in another, you will fail the task. And it points me towards the magazine. Okay, so let me just see what it is. So each realm is hosted on a dedicated server. Each building in KRO possesses the following format: name, type, owner's player ID, and some numbers that are the file IDs of sub-buildings. Sub-buildings can have their own sub-buildings. Okay, weapons. Each weapon has, we don't care, we don't need weapons right now. And that's all it says. Okay. So I'm guessing these are different servers? So are they gonna try to be moving? Like, you can actually see them walking around. Well, what happens if I just hit play and watch? Nothing happens. Okay, they're not moving around. So first thing we gotta do is go and kill all the EXAs. The kill command is prioritizes my own people, right? Yeah, prioritizing EXAs created by the same user. So we're gonna have to well, okay, we'll deal with the second bit after. Let's just go ahead and kill everybody off to begin with. So I think I'm trying to figure out how to decide when we're done, you know? Will it kill itself? If, So like if I just have EXAs and kill, what'll happen? Kill, kill, no op. I do like this music, and it does remind me of Ray Lynch. Okay. So, like, will it kill itself, is what I'm wondering. I don't think it will. No. So we send a guy in, and he repeats the kill command. Will we even know how many times? Like, how will we know when the kill command doesn't work? Because it prioritizes the same one. Otherwise, I could send in two, and just have one of them kill everything else, and then when my own one dies, then I know that it's empty. I guess we could just assume that it's always going to be. Let's see. Each of these has potentially 4 by 3. So if there's no buildings, there can only be at most 11 things, because they have to give me a spot to go in and do stuff. You know, that might just be the easiest way. Okay, let's just do something that's not necessarily the most efficient way, but we can just make it happen. And it is a different number each time, yeah. So we'll have, you're going to be the kill dispatcher. And you are immediately going to link 800 and then copy 800 to X. It's always going to be sequential, right? Looks like it's always 800 to 805. Okay, so copy 800X, then repla killer. And we'll do that for all 6. 801. I guess we don't need to copy it in. Well, no, we do want. We could just keep adding it and make it a loop. You know, I'm gonna do that. We're gonna need the X anyway, so mark kill loop. Well, this will be the dispatcher loop. Dispatch loop. And you're going to send out a killer, then addy X. I don't know, it feels... Oh, fine. Let's just leave it like this for now, and then we'll see if we can get some more efficiency by just having it in long form. Test X equals 806. And if true, or if false, jump to the loop. Otherwise, we're gonna have to go and do stuff. We'll have to go back and do the building stuff. So, actually that could be the same excess, so why don't we just make this the dispatcher? That's like your job. So this will be the kill dispatch loop. Why isn't that working? Test X equals 806. Do I need, is it like a syntax thing? Yeah, probably that. That's it. Okay. On true, then I'll have stuff here. Well, for now we're gonna halt, but eventually it's gonna be the go do building stuff. So for the killers, each of them are going to link to X to get into the right spot, and then just execute the kill command 10 times, and then halt. How many times was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then halt. Let's just see if that works for now. So he's sending guys to go try to kill stuff. We're generating so much activity because we're more than we need. We're killing all the people though. Why don't I just give a quick scan to see if there's any really full areas. I'm never seeing more than like 4 or 5 people. let's just try going with 4, and then we'll figure out if that doesn't work. Either way, so now we need to do the reassigning buildings. So you are going to. I should go ahead and grab the 300 while I have it. So grab 300. And now copy that into your X. And now we'll have a another loop where we'll have to do the exact same thing. Huh. But we're not gonna have the 801 anymore. Like, I could have each of the killers do this, I suppose. Yeah, sure. Let's do that. Let's have the killers all then read in the value from global. So copy M to X. And then do some no-ops just to make sure I can see if it's working. So you're gonna copy this and then you're gonna dispatch it 6 times. And then wipe and halt. Here, let's just make sure this works. So now EXA0 has 800 because you're still busy dispatching. Now you're sending that to all of them, and then they can begin their work. Which kind of works. This test is taking a lot of time, unfortunately. Okay, so now my killers are in there, and they've got the value to replace in their X right now. So there's different types of things. We need to look for buildings, right? It's all castles and sub-buildings. So it's everything, really, right? So yeah, all of these are going. Wait a minute. So it's always the third item is going to. I see. So 233 here says that that this master swordsmith's quarters is part of this weaponsmith. All right. So how are we gonna do this processing? Actually it seems, well, okay, we're gonna have to read this list. The 200 is always the first. Oh, I get it. So we need to traverse this tree of sub-buildings. That's gonna be the tricky bit. So I'm trying to think if I want, well, I think we have to. We have to generate a new, when we're reading the 200, we're going to have to generate a new EXA for each of these sub-buildings. And we're going to have to store this in the X so that we can get to it. Yeah, everything's getting modified except for these, the swords and stuff. Those don't change. So we're at a point where we need to be holding two things again, is the issue. And again, it becomes an issue with stopping. So we're gonna need to grab X. That's the only way we can grab. We can't grab T or anything. We could grab F, but I don't want to make a copy of this file. It looks like it's only the 200 has multiple. That's what I'm seeing here, at least. All the other ones could have one sub thing, but not multiple. So So the guy holding the 200 is gonna know when we're done. Or at least he'll know when he's sent out the last sub-building to be fixed. So the problem is when I dispatch the last sub-building, that last sub-building might have lots of other things. So I could tell the last sub-building thing I'm sending out that they need to kill the broadcaster. Okay, so I think that's the plan. We're gonna be in there. We're gonna have our first guy with the new player ID sitting in there, just broadcasting it over and over again. And then we're going to have another guy pick up the 200. And he's going to go ahead and change this one and then walk this list. For each element in this list, we'll create a new EXA, which will have to receive, which will grab its corresponding file and have to receive the new player name from the broadcaster. And the very last one, when we know we're at the end of file, we'll send that in as the T register, and when they finish dealing with their file, we'll have them kill the room. Except, let's see. So what I'm thinking is, if there's a 228, okay, so this castle here is going to say that each of these buildings is okay. Say this building had another layer to it, like, let me find one. Like this 275. This 275 has a second one. What if that continued for a while? That might mean that that might mean that I don't want the last. Okay, so we send out this guy. And the 273 is, well, say we send the 275 first, which we're not. Say these were in the opposite order. The 273 is going to go on to the 227, which means he's not done yet. But the 275 says, oh, I'm the last one, so I have to kill the room. So it's, again, it's a stopping question. So what we could do is, we already have a routine to kill the entire, all the players, all the EXAs that are not me. We could have the last one come and check in, and like increment this one's counter or something. Because right now it's just sitting there. And then once this guy gets that all 6 rooms are done, well, that's just buying time. I mean, we could just have everybody no-op for a few turns to avoid to have that same issue. Oh, let's just implement it like we're not gonna have this desyncing, and we'll see what happens after that. We'll see how many test cases we fail. So right now, we are a killer. We have the code P000 in our X, and now we're going to dispatch. You're gonna be a, okay, so this guy is going to dispatch a main building, a castle reader. Castler. And then you're going to just get in a infinite copy M to X loop. In fact, this could be part of that. No, copy X to M loop, I mean. Well, wait a minute, what's going on here? Why am I copying M to X? Oh, okay, that was to receive the, okay. Okay, then you're gonna switch modes, and everybody else will do things locally. So you're gonna create a castler, and then you're going to infinite loop dispatching. So, mark main loop, copy X to M, jump main loop, and this will go on forever until it gets killed at the end by this guy. Okay, and your castler now is going to grab, well, it's going to copy M to X to start. Well, it doesn't even need to do that. Well, best to get out of the way. You know, never mind. We'll wait. We'll wait. So yes, grab your file. Grab the 200. Then you have to seek forward to the 3rd item, and then copy M to F. And now you have to do your castle loop. So mark castle loop. You're going to, I guess we could make it so that these are working in the castle loop also. In fact, that might make sense. So we'll call this a building loop. Except for we will need a castler first. He needs to know to go to the 200. Well, No, you need to be in this mode before. Well, no, wait a minute. Why do you need to make the castler before you grab the right thing? You don't. Or after you make the thing. You can make the castler back here. So, you made your castler, and we're gonna go ahead and store 200 in my X. So it knows which file to get to. I'm gonna make this a buildinger. Which is a great name, by the way. I love it. Buildinger. And this will be the building loop. Alright, and you're gonna grab X. Then you're gonna copy from M to F, and we're still gonna be in local mode. After this copy here, we're in local mode. And stay there forever, I think. Yeah. Okay, so you copied, you just replaced it on the castle, and now the castle has, well, the building that we're holding right now has other stuff. So we need to test end of file, and if true, well, this does. It just would be a big help to know that I'm the castler. It's a stopping question. How are we going to inform this guy that he needs to stop, or he needs to go kill all the rooms again? You know, this should take a lot of time. I mean, this is going to be pretty quick. The dispatching is probably going to take more time than anything else. I think I am going to go ahead and make a castler and a builder that just doesn't know it. So this doesn't need to happen. So we'll just make a copy of this. Oops. Dispatcher. I don't know. This feels like we're using more lines of code than we need to, but that's okay. All right. So the castler just grabbed 200 and it replaced the thing, and now it's not going to be at the end of file, so we don't need to do that test yet. We just need to copy F into X, then repla a buildinger and well, let's do the test EOF right there. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. That's I remember that now. Okay. So actually that's not gonna matter. This was a bad plan. Because when they need to dispatch another one, they're gonna need to test EOF themselves to see if they have a sub-unit, a sub-building. So the t-value will go overridden. Sorry, I feel like I'm wasting people's time here. I'm trying to think about how to do this. So we've got a guy in there. He's just broadcasting the ID. Do we need that? Like, is there any way we could avoid having that? I don't think so. I think we have to have somebody sending the ID in, because they have to know which file to go to, and they can't grab from F. They have to grab from X, right? Because if you say grab when you already have a file, I'm pretty sure it'll just fail. You just won't be able to do it. So we have to give them the X. The X has to be this file reference, which means, but they have to have this file this number too. So we have to send that to them. So we're stuck with a dispatcher. I guess we could do some pre-processing. No, that's not gonna work. I was thinking we could have this not broadcast continually, but listen continually, and then send it something when we want to be broadcasted it, and then we could send it a kill command. But that just kicks the can down the road. Now the replas, the second order EXAs need to know when to finish, and they are even in a worse position too. Like, we could count up how many and know that we're gonna need four copies back, but then we don't know, like, where's one up an upgrade. This is a bad example. Let's jump to a different one. One where there's a sub building there. So like this one. If we set it to broadcast 4 times, that's not gonna do it for us, because we're gonna need a 5th time, and we won't know it until after we begin processing. So, well, here's a thought. We're gonna have space. We're gonna have room, because each of these are gonna grab the file, so we're at least gonna be guaranteed, well, So we could send our first dude in, kill off the room, and then read the 200 and make an EXA for each of these things. And now we grab from M the thing we need to copy to, fix ours, and then you are the broadcaster, and you'll know that you have to broadcast 4 times because that's how many X's you made. And then this guy, it's gonna be the same issue. Like, I wish I could just say grab F, but that's not gonna work. It's gonna have to copy that in, and that means it'll have to grab So, well, actually, well, no. The problem then, so, okay, so say we go in, we have this guy, he knows he's read his file, so he's made 4 EXAs, and he knows he needs to broadcast M 4 times. One of those, so you're this guy now. You get to the end of your file, you make a new EXA with 281 in it, and then what? So you had to overwrite your copy of that. Well, so how do you get your copy back? Because he's already broadcast 4 times, and you need it a 5th time. We're back to the point where we wanted this broadcast indefinitely, but that would mean we don't know when to stop again. Okay, we could make this a lot more simple by not trying to have 1 EXA per file. Like right now, we're thinking we're going to generate a file for each of these, or an EXA for each of these. We could instead generate a worker EXA, and then your job as the dispatcher, oh, got our quad all of a sudden, will be to manage him by in turn giving him, here's where you're going, and then here's, yeah, I like that. I think that might work. Well, wait a minute. If that works, then why do we need to? I'm making this more complicated than I need to. I don't need So, okay, so we're in here. We killed off the rest of the room, and now we make a new copy, and then we send it our F and then our X. And then it grabs the M, and then it does the processing, and then our actually, okay. So this will always sit in our X, the right P000, and then we'll just we'll use M to do the grabbing. Yeah, I like it. Let's make that happen. So, okay, let me just think of how we're gonna do this. Let's pull all this back. So get rid of the castlers and all that. We don't need to know this. So you just killed off the room. One more kill. There. So we killed off the room, and now we're in here. And we're going to grab from M X. From M the in global mode. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna switch modes to local. So now we have a copy of the P000 in our X, and we're not holding a file, and we're in local mode. So let's go ahead and grab the 200, and now we'll have our, well, first of all, we'll seek 3. We'll copy X to F, and now we're pointing at the first of the numbers, so we have a loop. and this will be our process building. Process builds loop. So to process a builds, we're going to test end a file, and if we're there, then we're done. Wipe. So if true, then jump to finalize, which is just going to be wipe. Not wipe. We need to keep the file there. We just need to die. So halt. Okay, but if it is not the end of file, then we're going to create a copy. We're going to create an exa. We're going to create a what do I want to call it? A buildinger. It kind of feels like we're going backwards. Sure. We're going to create a buildinger, and then we're going to copy X to M and copy F to M, and then do it again. Jump, process, builds. Okay, and now if you're a buildinger, then you need to copy M, you need to grab M. In fact, do we even need to do this? I don't think we do. We already have it in our X. So just grab M if that works. It should work. And then seek 3, copy XF, and process build. Let's see if that works. I think I like it. So there. So we send in this guy, and you're gonna kill off the room. And now you're in local mode. No, you're not yet. You're waiting until this guy finishes dispatching. Okay, now he's gonna send this out. Do I need to do that? That seems like a really involved process. Can't I just be holding this right here? Like holding it already going in. Let's change this up a little bit. The dispatcher early on. So this whole, I never liked this whole thing right here. Or if we're gonna avoid doing this right now, let's avoid all this communication too. So go ahead, right in the very beginning, grab the file, copy it in, then wipe the file. We don't need to keep it around. And then you go through, and we're not gonna do a loop. We're gonna just dispatch them to different marks. So we'll make an 801, 802, 803, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna have more lines of code than more people. And I guess we don't really need to make a 6th one. You can just be the 6th one. So jump. Just so that we don't have to wait for the other killers to be spawned, since the traversing seems like it's taken some time. So mark killer 801. You're going to link. Well, Okay, let's change this. We can do this better. We're gonna spawn a killer, and then we're gonna tell it where to go. So copy M 801 or 800. Or copy 800 to M, I'm sorry. And these can all start out in local mode. They don't need to shift ever. And the whole idea is they're going to not need to link X, they'll link M now. Okay. And 805 is the last one. That's gonna be a little tricky, so we're gonna have to mark killer 2 just so that he skips over the link, because M isn't gonna store the 805. You have to link 805 yourself. Little messy, but whatever. Okay, let's just see if that dispatches faster. Yeah, looks good. Okay, so now we're EXA 0. We just came in here, and now we're gonna kill off the other groups and grab the 200. We're going to... Oh, I need to seek 2, not seek 3. I'm an idiot. My bad. Okay. I meant seek 2, 3, but whatever. Even then wouldn't make sense. So never mind. We replaced it, and now we test to see if we're at the end of file. We are not. So we're going to create a buildinger. And then we're going to tell it, what's my buildinger called? You. I'm going to pull you out. Just to make sure I understand how you're working. So, that one. Okay, so the buildinger is waiting for M, and you're about to copy something to it. You're sending 243 to it. Okay, so you grabbed the right file, you seek 2, and replace it. In the meantime, you're seeing you're not at the end of the file, so you need to deal with this 211. You are at the end of the file, so you're gonna finalize. Right? Okay, in the meantime, you've made a new one. Okay, this guy's going away. And the new one, we're sending the 211, so it knows to grab this. Okay. Did our first example not have a sub build? 228. Oh, this is... Nah, it's infinite looping. Where is it stuck? We cleared the ownership of each building, but we left traces, apparently. Okay, I did something wrong. What? Wait a minute. So when does this fail? You killed the other EVAs. There you go. And now you grabbed the 0. And then it failed. Why did it fail? Apparently we... I don't know. Did we delete the file or something? The 200. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to reset the ownership of all castles. Oh, it's gotta wait till after they're all gone. Oh. Okay. That's a little irritating. So the people on this server saw that I was messing with their files. Let's just waste more time waiting. Nope. Didn't wait long enough. Oh, I really want to sync. Like... Okay, we're gonna do that. So you're all gonna start out in global mode, and you'll have to switch to local mode after this. So you're gonna void M once you're done. So this guy, we're not going to do that nifty thing I was saying. We're going to go ahead and make another guy for the 805. And you'll be the guy that sends out the voids, or sends out the things to void. So you wait. Give this guy, the one that we just sent in here has to link in and then run kill 4 times. So that's 5 actions. Well, no op. Well, okay, let's no op 4 times. Which doesn't seem right, but whatever. And then start sending out the things to void. And then halt. Which is annoying. I really wanted this one to be the 805. Oh well. Here. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna start in local mode. This is annoying. Well, that's irksome. Can I get these out faster? Oh, I had this great plan and it was working, and now it's just not working anymore. Well, it should be in local mode at this point. So, okay, so all of them start in local mode. And you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna dispatch locally these, and then you're gonna switch to global mode. You guys are gonna do your kills, and then switch to global, I guess? And then start listening on global. And then you avoid the M and switch back. I didn't even see that that was still there, so. Okay, let's see if that works. So you're still in local, and you just dispatched them all. Now you're gonna switch. Wait a minute, what's going on? Why are you at killer? Oh, because this was a jump, not a repla. Wait a minute, do I even need that? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So no, I don't. Don't know what I was thinking. So you sent out the kills. Okay, then you're gonna switch and start sending out the... it worked that time, but I don't know if it's gonna work every time. Like, if this is the full group, I think we better know up a bit, which annoys me, but should still work. Okay, let me just make sure this is working. There. Now we're all stopped, and now we start them up again. Might work. Here, let's see if the building is working. Yep, seems to be. Yeah. Oh well. I can't win them all, and I feel kind of bad. I feel like I should be doing better than the average, because like I have a degree in this, but I don't know, I'm not. I'm surprised our activity is so low compared to everyone else. Huh. Oh well, never mind. Oh, they just shut the whole game down. Something about hackers or something. I guess that means you. People are taking this so seriously. It's real money, man. People act like the online world is different, but it really isn't. At least as far as human behavior goes. And yet, you're sending me out to, like, go break stuff and steal things. Like, in the real world. Well, in the online world. Which you think is like the real world. Oh well. Oh, we just hurt our friends. Oh, I'm sorry. Like, oh well. Okay, so not the best solution, but it was good enough. So thank you everyone for watching. Till next time.